Welcome all. So now this video has come, in which I had promised you last time that I would be making this video on snatching your siddhis or theft of your siddhis, anything you can name it as. Okay, is it possible? My answer was yes, it is absolutely possible. Now today let's talk about the fact that how is it possible. But before we go to that section, I would like to put a condition apply, you can say, or a disclaimer, that for all the sadhaks or for all the tantrics, even if you're thinking of doing something like this, snatching someone's siddhi, stop then and there. Stop this thought in your mind immediately. Because if somebody is trying to give you that greed factor or enhancing your greed factor towards all of these negative things or things which are absolutely a complete no in the field of Tantra Shastra, yet you're doing these, then you should remember and revise in your mind once again about the repercussions that it will hold later, sooner or later. And you have to be answerable to your divine energies. You have to be responsible for the deeds that you are doing today. It will give you its effects later. And these effects are punishable and not to be forgotten. You will not get any leverage. So stop thinking also. I would say you can't even think of snatching someone's siddhis or energy levels. If you're trying to take a shortcut, it's absolutely wrong. And you don't even know that where this shortcut is going to take you in future. So work hard. Do more japas and tapas and your practices of spiritual aspects. Put in more efforts, time, energy. Make it your own siddhis rather than snatching someone's siddhis. Okay? So get out of that negative mode of snatching someone's siddhis. First of all, this is the disclaimer that I would like to give to everybody. Now, even after hearing this, if you're thinking of crossing the line and doing the wrong, then it's your destiny and it's your destruction in future. Then I can't help it. But it was my responsibility as a guru, as a sadhak, to give you this revision once again. Because sometimes it's very important that you are surrounded with such negative and toxic people who will force you and provoke you to go into a wrong path, seeing your powers. And that is the time when someone comes in front of you. God gives you an opportunity, if you have good karmas, collective good karmas, that see, through someone, the divine energy will make you hear the correct formation, the correct aspects from where you started, all the rules, all the regulations, all the karmic things, all the karma based things, so that you get a chance to rectify the negativity in your mind or from your mind. But if you lose that opportunity, then it's a very disappointing thing. Okay? Anyways, now let's come back to the topic and let's start it by saying that yes, your siddhis and your energy levels, positive energy levels, can be snatched. How? See, this chakra of yours, the Ajna chakra, is responsible for the major magnetic things to happen around you or inside you. Okay, this is the reason, and this was the reason that why we put tilak as Sanatanis. Now tilaks are of different things, different mixtures. Now for this, which gives you a protection, the moment you put a tilak which is mantrit and which has a certain way of making them by yourself, it gives you the protection from all the negative thought processes or any kind of theft or any kind of snatching energies. Okay, now which are the different kinds, or what are the different kinds of tilaks? There would be a separate video for this, because this is not about types of tilaks. It's about that tilak gives you a protection in the Ajna chakra. So that's why the ladies used to put the bindis, the kumkum bindis, or even the stick-on bindis. But these days I'm seeing that bindis are out of fashion. It was not just fashion, it was a shringar. It was a scientific way of protecting yourself, your chakras, through something decorative on your face. Something which looks beautiful on the face, but at the same time, it is giving you a very hidden and a mysterious protection. So that is the reason that in the Sanatan Dharam, it is important for men and women to put tilak. All right. Now, this is happening when you're doing it yourself. Okay. This is not happening if you're getting it done from someone. I repeat, this is not happening if you're getting it done by someone else. What does this mean? It means these days you must have seen that outside temples, big temples like Mahakaleshwar, Kashi Vishwanath Ji, Vrindavan, there are some people who are standing outside the temple with the chandan bowls in which there's a mixture of chandan which is there, which they are calling as tilaks. Some of them are putting the tilaks through their fingers like this on your forehead directly. Isn't it? Some people are having these, what should I call them? Structures of Om or Trishul, or written Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna, Jai Mahakal, Jai Kashi Vishwanath, you know, all of this, and they dip that thing in the chakra, in the chandan tilak paste that they have made, and they put it here on your forehead, isn't it? And you people feel so excited that, oh my God, wow, you know, this is something, it's great for the vlog, or this is great for the picture that we came to Mahakaleshwar, or any big temple for that matter. But do you know the risk that you're taking behind this? By doing this, you don't know. The biggest risk is this, that through this or these mediums, these two mediums, your energies, your positivity, your frequencies and your siddhis can be taken away. Yes, it's absolutely true. If there's a tantric who's actually dressed up like a normal person, who's just doing the tilak outside the mandir, you never know, because tantrics who are of these mindsets are very clever and cunning. They will not come as a tantric in front of you because you'll be alert, isn't it? They will dress up like we are standing outside the temple and we are doing this seva, and even they're charging you for that matter 10 rupees, 20 rupees, which of course everyone is ready to give these days because of the photo session that is happening, or whatever is there in their mind. Through this, when they're touching your Ajna chakra, they have the capacity and the eligibility, and they know the process how to snatch all your energy levels. It may sound dramatic to few, but this is the truth. Now, this can't be done with anyone. This can't be done by anyone and everyone. You need to be of a certain level in your sadhanas to even snatch someone's energy. And the more powerful the person is, the more divine connection the person has, it gets more difficult. But then that becomes a big treasure hunt for these kind of tantrics or babas also. Because they want to utilize that siddhi. They want to utilize that mantra shakti that you have inculcated for so many years for their own selfish purposes. Because there's a limited stock of energy levels that you have, and you need to upgrade, you need to energize, you need to refill. Time and again, if you are working for the public, if you're in the field of Tantra, if you are doing remedies for people, this is required. So, and it takes time to refill. And if you are doing negative work, then of course, the amount of energy levels you need are much more higher, because you are looking for something which is absolutely important for you to heal someone, or to even do something wrong with somebody. So you don't have that much of time or patience, or you don't want to put in so much of effort, so you would want to snatch someone's energy. So these are the two ways: directly touching the forehead for putting the tilak, or even putting those accessories, those structures which I just explained. Then there's another way: through your photograph, which you put on social medias. Or if someone goes and gives your photograph that, you know, I want this person is becoming a very big trouble in my life. Especially tantrics are looking for such people. Now some of you will say that if someone is a sadhak, how someone else can snatch their siddhis? Let me tell you, you should never feel overconfident. I always say in the field of Tantra, the moment you get a bigger gamer in front of you who's much more better than you in playing games, I simply mean that in his level of being a tantric and his siddhis, but there must be a siddhi that he doesn't have, or maybe he wants to refill through you. The more connection you have with the divine, the more rare, pure and alluring thing you will become for him or her, because of the energy levels, of your frequency levels that he or she wants to snatch for their betterment and prosperity. So through your photograph also this can be done. Then your worn up clothes, the clothes that you have worn and they are not washed, these clothes also hold your vibration levels. You know, even forget about the Ajna Chakra. I'm saying even if you give your hand to somebody, okay, see my hand, what is there in my hand? You know, what are these lines talking about? You know, girls have this tremendous habit of getting their hands checked. This is a wrong habit. I'm telling you. This is no fun. This is no game that you're playing. That okay, fine. Oh, you know how to see hands. Okay, just you know how to see the palm. You're a palmist. Please go. You never know whether he is or she is a palmist or a tantric. Like I said before, no tantric would come in front of you in the black clothes and with big tikas and all of that. No, they won't. So even by touching your hand, even by holding your hand, any sparsh means any touch, if that person has the capacity, will snatch away all the energy levels from you, all your siddhis, because he or she has come prepared. So these are few things in the most non-technical manner and the most simplest layman language that I could explain of snatching the siddhis. Yes, it does happen. What you should be doing as a protection: don't let anyone touch your Ajna Chakra except your gurus, and except your gurus who have given you the Diksha. Don't let anyone come to you and ask for putting those structures or those tilaks by the structures, because they can have spells. Don't let anyone touch your hand just like that. Stay away, maintain a distance. Few things I'm telling you. To sadhaks also. Or even if I've seen, I forgot to add this in the Hindi video, but I'm just adding it here right now. Sometimes when you go to some Shakti Peeths, you will see some senior tantrics or senior prohits out there. The pandits who will come and say, I want to bless you, you know, this and that. And you think, oh my God, he's such a senior pandit or a sadhak. Let me get blessings from him or her. It is not required. You never know who is he or she. Extra blessings are not required. Just go, do your japas, do your tapas, do your meditation, come back. So many other kshetras also. Until and unless you know the person and you trust the person, like I just said, in this field, there can be a lot of trust issues. There can be a lot of betrayals also. So you need to be very careful. Okay? Avoid all these things. So these were the few things that I could disclose on YouTube. Other things, other processes, of course, I can't. I have given you a very simple way of avoiding it and very simple ways through which it can be engrossed in your life. Don't let that happen. Okay? Stay alert, stay safe, and I'll come with another topic next week. Till then, goodbye. Jai Ma Kali, Jai Krishna Kali Ma, Jai Ma Kamakhya.